Bothra joining us, of course, and the shares of Shriram Finance have surged after the announcement of that deal. Kunal, how is it looking on charts? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Harsh. Looks very attractive. I think Shriram Finance has been the sole stock which has managed to just about carry the vehicle forward in terms of price trend. We've not seen the stock buckling under major selling pressure in the last 2-3 months, and specifically from a point when the stock was sub 600 to now 900 plus in just the last 3 months. So it's been a spectacular recovery for Shriram Finance in that sense over the last 3 odd months, and still looks like the stock is ready to go on the upside. Now, what we've seen on the charts on the short-term basis is the support for the stock after this recent bounce back of sorts establishes itself at 850, 855 mark for Shriram Finance. So now we could be looking at so if traders are looking at a buy, I think could be looking at a 850 broadly as a good support for the stock, and continue to be bullish on the stock in the near term.
Kunal, also some of the other NBFCs, something like an M&M Finance, which was doing very well in trade yesterday. Wonder what that one's doing. Let's pull that one up as well in trade today. And what do you make of some of the other NBFCs, and what does this do likely to the whole sector? Any other picks within this basket?
See, in fact, I think what happened was a mixed reaction when Shriram Finance started to move up higher. If you look at the intraday chart specifically, for example, the moment Shriram Finance managed to pick up from 855, 865 levels thereabout, you saw Chola Finance actually going into a correction. But then the other names like L&T Finance went through a sort of an intraday pickup. AB Capital, you saw the stock picking up pace. So that was the only change which has happened, which means it's more like a mixed or some sort of a balance which is happening in terms of the sector specific front. I would believe that so what happens is when the leader continues to be dominant in terms of price performance from the sector, then the sector continues to be more of an attractive proposition for traders and investors, and especially given the market where we are, where there is, as it is, a very less number of sectors which are seeing a carry forward momentum or confidence from the investors and traders. So I think in that sense also it's going to be positive for the entire NBFC pocket.
Kunal, hi, afternoon. Just wanted to get a sense on what's happening with IT, and given the fact that you were one of the first ones to actually spot that IT is set for a rebound, and now one can see actually strength building in. Two stocks, KPIT and Tata Elxsi, breakout moves today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Tata Elxsi is something which I'll start off with, Aisha. So brilliant chart, I think, for Tata Elxsi, because at the start the stock opened up with I think a 2% gain, 2.5% for Tata Elxsi. But then the way the stock has managed to move from the initial part today, 7% plus 8% up kind of a take. So it tells you that there's been a renewed confidence which has happened throughout the trading day for Tata Elxsi. Looks very attractive now on the charts. The risk reward is positive. The best part is now those signs of divergences, etc. They are playing out true for names like Tata Elxsi, and this could be a beginning of a fresh trend. KPIT Tech also, I think, in similar lines. The stock was a slight underperformer in the recent past. Today's move brings the stock back again to those swing high levels. Excellent volume pickup, what we've seen predominantly for many of these names. So this is what it typically happens in stages. Initially, when a sector starts to become into a rally or a trending phase, you see few stocks being more leaders. Then once the sector opens up, you see the underperform. So there comes a phase when the underperforming stocks from the individual sectors, they start to make a comeback. I think the IT stocks are going through that phase.
They are, and quite a few candidates there. But Kunal, any stock strategies you may have for our viewers?
Yeah, a few of them. In fact, at current levels, I would look out for two buy calls. The first one is about Manappuram Finance, a very interesting chart, and we've discussed about gold, silver as an asset class overall. Manappuram Finance at current levels looks attractive for a near-term target of 300 thereabouts. 299 is where I would place the target for the stock. Stop loss at 285. And apparently from the auto pack, it's Tata Motors PV, which at 350-ish thereabout. That's also something which starts to look very attractive. So bullish on Tata Motors PV for a near-term target of 370. Stop loss at 340.
Kunal, hold on to that thought. We're going to take a break, holding around that 26,000 mark, and it's a good 0.5% of an uptake that we're closing the week with. Analyze more stocks and get your trading ideas on the other side.